Very weird. Okay, there we go. It is live. Look at the settings. Lying. No. Let me see the microphone.
David.
This is a story of a man with a very strange fate.
Hey, look. It's like I've grown wings.
I didn't see you again this time either. Little Peggy. My name is David Young, former knock with the Boston PD, and now a detective who searches the past. My likes include 100% de agave tequila. My dislikes are mainly drugs and chewing gum. Two years ago, someone killed my wife. Since then, I've been using every second of my life to solve a case. Using a certain, very special power. A gift is an expression of emotion. The person who sends it wants the feelings to be understood. Sometimes, however, those feelings remain in a slightly different form. I call these forgotten treasures mementos. Little Peggy. Everyone has their own place to work. A small desk in an office, a molten hot factory, a quiet library, the register in the supermarket, or in the middle of an intersection, in bed, on a golf course, a kitchen. For some, it's the whole town. From the day she died, this has been my place to work. It's been broken since that day. My head is full of memories of my wife. And the bullet that robs me of them. What happened in this place on that day? No results this time either. This case is in the clear. I don't have time for this right now. I have no memories of that day. When I came to, I was already lying in the ICU. The only thing I do remember are the words that little Peggy whispered as she died. Look for D. Who is D? Those words keep spinning in my head. At the time, with no compelling evidence, the case hit a dead end. I quit the BPD. However, under the right circumstances, I now have the capability to solve even a dead-end case. I'll do everything in my power to find this D. I swear I will. And when I do, oh, Peggy. Amanda? Huh? Ow! Shit! Oh, hold it! Oh! Gotcha. You can't escape now. This is Amanda. She just suddenly started living here one day. She sometimes goes out and gets food for us. And that's something of a lifeline for me, as I don't really go outside. Just who she is, though, well, my memory holds no answers.
Yo, David, everything shipshape?
As you can see, Teddy.
Someone definitely got the jump on you.
Forrest Kaysen, a detective with the Boston Police Department, and my former partner. He still helps me out nowadays in my search for Dee. He's both a client and a source of information. He gets whatever I need.
Women are always trouble. Doesn't matter how old they get, trouble.
Fighting with Diana again?
Like you wouldn't believe. Women, men don't stand a chance. Don't come and see me actually means get right over here. But then, leave me alone just means, well, leave me alone. How am I meant to make sense of that? Tell me, David, please.
You know you love it. You got the stomach for it.
My stomach is stressed out quite enough. Thanks. I was a fool to ask you. Man, Diana's so stupid.
Once feared as the mighty Grizzly, detective among detectives. Now he's more like a big teddy
What's
bear.
the point of the place?
Teddy, what's this?
So, tell me, David, have you heard the news about that airplane accident, huh?
Access Gate Airways Flight 117, struck by unexplained lightning? No one's talking about anything else right now.
We might be looking at the real deal. I've got the good stuff for you this time. Passenger simply vanishing from an aircraft mid-flight. Does that sound possible to you? Antonio Zapatero, otherwise known as Rabbit. He's a courier who only carries real blood. This one promised to provide evidence after being brought to Boston. Evidence that may well have led to the ID of the source of real blood. But then the lightning struck, and in the confusion, he vanished.
He escaped somehow?
No. When I say vanished, that's pretty much what I mean. Like something out of a magic act.
So, clue me in. What makes this one the real deal?
The name of the boss he was going to give up? Apparently starts with the letter D. This courier might have had evidence revealing the identity of D. So, interested yet? Let me ask you again. A passenger simply vanishing from an aircraft mid-flight. Does that sound possible to you?
No, it's impossible. There's someone pulling the strings behind this mystery.
Right on the money, David. The third party most likely used the confusion to spirit the courier away. Lots of people want the evidence he was carrying, after all. From the evidence I was able to bring, this particular item is the most interesting. The owner of that badge was involved in this incident. Well?
No doubt about it. This is a memento.
Great. It's yours then. Let's hope it's the last one you'll ever need.
Hey, Amanda. Do you want to watch too? We're just at the best bit.
Little...
As I had suspected, the perpetrator is you!
Did you hear about David's wife? Man, they were just married, too.
I heard it was revenge for one of his investigations.
Sure sounds like the way they operate. Sending a deadly message.
There's only one thing I need after work. Tequila. Straight up. Nothing mixed in. The perfect stimulation for my lead-filled brain.
You always look so happy drinking that. I wish I could have a drink too. Does it really taste that good? Maybe I'll just try a little. Oh!
Are you eating okay?
So why'd this courier turn witness anyway?
I don't know the details, but apparently he's in fear for his life. He turned himself into the DEA.
And they trust him?
I don't know about that either. But this is information about the mastermind behind Real Blood. I mean, they're probably saying, can't hurt to hear him out. I feel exactly the same way.
So how are the BPD tied up in this?
The BPD has the Special Drugs Unit, after all. The team you once belonged to.
Once?
We have a long history of handling real blood. Our past knowledge can come in handy for cases like this one. What's up, David? Feeling hungry? Okay, good. Let's eat then. I know you too well. You probably have only been drinking alcohol.
Your badge says detective for a reason, Teddy.
Go get Amanda. The more the merrier at the dinner table.
Tell me, Teddy, what's up with you and Diana?
Nothing much. It's just how we roll.
New York versus Boston again?
That's the root of it.
But both of you are originally from New York. I thought you'd be double-teaming me.
I've been living in Boston for 30 years, man. I'm a Bostonian now, body and soul.
Diana doesn't see it that way?
Nah, she's still got her head stuck right up in New York.
So what was it this time? Baseball? Basketball? Not football.
Nope. Something bigger.
But what's bigger than sports rivalry?
Oh, this one's bigger. Much bigger. It's all about clam chowder.
Clam chowder.
Yeah, clam chowder! No matter how you slice it, Boston has the best clam chowder in the world. You're with me on this, right? Right? Huh? But Diana just can't see it.
I've no basis for comparison.
What?
I've never eaten clam chowder anywhere but Boston.
So it's the best in the world by default! Come on. Come on. Come on! Oh, come on, David!
Sorry. I can't help you out. I can't say anything absolute that isn't based on personal experience.
I need you on this. All I needed you to say was damn straight.
was lucky to survive. Ironically, though, I've got our best piece of evidence still lodged in my head. When a desire goes unfulfilled, it only increases in power, stagnating like a blocked pond. Those are the mementos I seek. Those are the kind of memories that will invite me back into the past.
Teddy.
Thanks for all the help.
No problem, David. We're partners. You may have quit the Force, but that fact won't change. Hell, if you trace it all the way back, if I hadn't asked you to join up in the first place...
Teddy!
No. Don't give me that look, Amanda. I'm just trying to give him a reason to live.
Little Peggy. Time has been frozen for me since that day.
Will I see you this time?
David.
This is a story of a man with a very strange fate.
Hey, look. It's like I've grown wings.
The lavatory. On an airplane. Another successful dive. Watching memories called mementos. Allows me to dive into the past. The day little Peggy was killed, I survived. Miraculously, somehow, I survived. In exchange for losing my memory, I gained this power. That has to be a sign of something. The past will surely tell me the truth. Look for D. I can't get a voice out of my head. Who killed her? Just who is D? The only way to silence that voice is to change my fate. Who is D? Killer? Conspirator? Mastermind? Witness? Or maybe? Little Peggy. vanishing from an airplane during a flight? That's impossible. There's gotta be something I'm missing. Are you okay?
David.
Little Peggy?
Sir, are you okay? You look like you've just seen a ghost.
My apologies, Olivia. You just look so much like an old girlfriend of mine.
What's that supposed to mean?
Just for a second, I actually thought little Peggy had come back to life.
I have to get back to work.
Sure. No problem, Olivia.
Just one thing, sir. You're surely aware that we carry a passenger list aboard?
Huh. Memorized it, have you?
We don't take kindly to stowaways, if that's what you are.
A stowaway, am I? Well, Miss Olivia Jones. Maybe you're on to me.
Sir, may I help you?
You mentioned a passenger list?
Oh, I'm sure it's just my mistake.
You really do have it memorized?
I thought I did, but I'm still new at this job. It's probably just my mistake. I'm sorry I said anything.
Is it true that there's a United States Marshal aboard this flight?
Why would you ask such a thing?
I heard some of the other crew talking. Let's hope she buys that.
I have no idea.
No idea at all? Isn't the passenger list burned into your memory?
Even if I did know, I couldn't tell you. Why would you care to know, may I ask?
Oh, just a passing interest. You called me a stowaway, didn't you?
My apologies for that, sir.
What did you mean?
Nothing really. No deep meaning.
Nothing at all?
I must apologize if I have upset you. I didn't mean to. I'm truly very sorry. Watch where you're going!
You're a United States Marshal. You're transporting a key witness, but reading a completely different file. Does that just mean you're passionate about your job? Or is there something else going on here?
You. What are you doing here?
Derek Buchanan, United States Marshal. The owner of the memento I used to get here, along with a name that starts with D. Two signs I can't ignore.
I said I'd kill you if I saw you again, didn't I, boy?
It seems we've already met somewhere.
Was I offside?
Quit your jabbering. Why do you keep sticking your nose into this case?
I've got a question for you, too. Why do you only investigate cases related to real blood?
Antonio Rabbit Zapatero, a dealer of the drug called Real Blood. Apparently, he also has evidence that could lead to the identity of D. If that's true, it makes him the most important person on this flight.
You really have a death wish, don't you?
Yet you might be the one who dies.
How dare you?
You should get out as quickly as you can. I'll keep the fountain pen to remember you by.
These look like souvenirs from the trip.
I know, I heard.
But of course.
Again, I know I heard.
I want to talk to him.
No way. Get lost.
I need to do something about this tough guy first, then.
I want to talk to him.
No way. Get lost.
I need to do something about this tough guy first, then.
Is anything the matter?
Snow on the front, cherry blossoms on the back. They change them according to the season?
It isn't totally atrocious, but hardly avant-garde now, is it? I'd expect no less flying coach, of course. Would it have killed them to use a little real stitching? Honestly!
And who might you...
I don't ask for opinions from the uninspired. Suki, baby! What do you think? Dress all the seats white, then crown them with a single pink stag beetle? Oh, yes! Or maybe change all these to black lights, but not too dramatic. Just plain
Does
straight.
your mannequin ever reply?
She's not a mannequin. She's my partner.
She is?
Yes, she is. I'm Duncan, and this is Suki. We're top fashion designers, the both of us.
Duncan. So this guy's also a D.
Some people just don't get it, no matter how many times you tell them.
My bad, I'm sure. Can I ask you something?
I don't need your opinion. After all, I have Suki. The sunglasses in particular are strikingly progressive, don't you think? This is avant-garde! The epitome of my next theme.
The cot that was blocking the aisle has been moved. Now I can expand my search area a little wider.
Hmm? 4,539? 4,540? There's something fishy going on here.
Is there a problem?
The west side window. The sun's setting there, so that's the west. The west side window, the angle of the setting sun, that is the left side in regard to our direction of travel. That window right there, that window made a noise, didn't it? You heard it, right? I have to inform Dr. Johnson. Going to Washington, D.C. by plane. Nonsense. Absolute nonsense.
She has her name written on everything she owns. She's a D too?
This is so bad. This plane is going down.
It's okay. There's no problem.
Oh, shut your mouth. There were lightning strikes on the flight over. There's most definitely a problem. The window will keep on creaking. Suddenly, it will break. We'll turn like crazy. Lightning will hit us again. A direct hit.
Lightning?
Yes, lightning. It'll blow an engine up this time, that's for sure. And what happens then, Mr. No Problem? This plane won't be flying anymore. You agree with me now, right? This plane is going down.
No. This plane didn't crash.
What? Did it crash? Did it? How the fuck would you know that? Who the hell do you think you
Is
are?
there a problem, madam?
This dumb shit here is fucking with me. I told him the noise the window is making is bad news. I told him.
Well, madam, I'm sure you did. Very well.
I just...
Please allow me to handle this.
Unbelievable.
Well, well. Let me see now. Mr. Young, wasn't it? I have to admit, I didn't expect to ever see you again.
I can't imagine why.
It's outrageous. It's unbelievable. I will not do it. I will not just...
This flight attendant seems to know me. I have no idea when I met him, however. For me, our first meeting is a past that hasn't happened yet.
On an airplane in the air.
You are quite the stubborn mule. The type who won't stay dead even if he gets killed, maybe. Oh, I wonder. If you're going to cause trouble, I may have to eject you from the game.
trouble? Me? Your watch was about to fall off. It looks expensive, so I didn't think you'd want to lose it. I'm just a polite, helpful passenger. Look, Ref, if you're gonna bench anyone, bench her.
And I heard it, and if you don't listen to me, I don't know what I'll do. Just listen.
Now I've got 3 people with names that start with D. Deborah Anderson, Duncan, and Derek Buchanan. To be honest, I still don't know if any one of them is who I'm after. But there's a bag load of room for suspicion. Isn't that right, little Peggy?
Why don't people understand?
Just what are you planning, wearing your life jacket like that?
Planning? Ha! What are you blathering about now?
Maybe you're hoping to stage a daring mid-air escape?
Let me ask you then. Why aren't you wearing your life jacket? What if something does happen? Show me proof that there'll be time to get one out and put it on, eh? It's like Dr. Johnson always says. Be proactive, not reactive.
So what kind of something do you think will happen up here?
You're slower than you look. What do you think? On an airplane?
Abduction?
What? Abduction? From an airplane? What are you smoking, shitbrain? I'm talking about the plane crashing. Crashing! It's like Dr. Johnson always says, being prepared is half the battle.
Were you fighting with that male crew member all this time?
Fighting? I was educating him. Educating him to the danger we are in. He was just like that on the flight over too. You can't be too careful. He obviously has trouble understanding the emotions of others. See, he's always having to calm himself down with that inhaler thing. It's all here in my notes.
You take notes on everyone you meet?
Yeah? You got a problem with that?
Not necessarily. But why?
It's all part of my methodology for achieving peace of mind.
Peace of mind? Really?
Yes. Methodology for achieving peace of mind. It's like Dr. Johnson always says, there are no guarantees in life. Find a way to achieve peace of mind.
The window noise bugs you that much?
Okay, hot stuff. Let me ask you then. You're saying it doesn't bug you at all? It's making sounds. Sounds that you aren't supposed to hear. What'll happen if it breaks? The plane will crash! How can everyone be so calm?
If she is Dee, then just what is she planning?
Hey, you! Will you go and check that all the other windows are okay?
Excuse me?
I'd love to do it myself, of course. But I've got to count the squeaks this fucking window here makes. So I want you to go and check on them. I bet they are squeaking away in places I've never even dreamed of. Oh, I dare not even imagine it. I dare not even imagine any of it. Okay, so listen carefully. Here's what I got. The windows creak on a set cycle.
In other words...
If not a single window creaks within that length of time, we are safe. So, I need you to hurry around to a number of places and check them. If you can't check all the windows within the time, you'll prove nothing. The very safety of this plane is resting on your shoulders.
Why mine?
Go get to work. Ready? Set? Go, 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 go! Go, go!
That's a pretty good workout.
Excellent. None of the other windows made a noise, right?
I would have done better when I was back on the force.
The safety of the windows is assured.
Good. Glad to hear it.
However... There's still plenty of danger lurking on this plane. So, can you handle a double investigation? Something's been on my mind, so I took this chance to reread some old notes.
You have your old notes?
Yes, of course I do. What would be the point of not having them with me at all times? Here's one. 1 year, 2 months, and 11 days ago, a commercial on cable TV. So completely terrifying. My handwriting is all squiggly from trembling in fear. Apparently, as carpets age, their corners start to get folded back. I checked a carpet corner just now, and there was more than 1 inch of peel back. Surely there are more of these silent assassins lurking on board. Who knows what apocalyptic shithole scenario we might be facing? I need you to go and check for them, and do it quick, smartass. Go get to work. Ready? Set? Move, move, move!
None of the carpets were peeled back.
Really? You're sure? Good. As Dr. Johnson always says, inspections only have meaning when performed regularly.
Words to live by.
The possibility of her being D seems very slim at the moment, but my prejudice may be concealing the truth from me. Until I obtain concrete proof that she's not involved, I can't remove her name from the list of D candidates.
Who is this Dr. Johnson?
A doctor at the hospital I work at. He's so intelligent and so kind. He always tells me ways to keep out of harm's way. So thoughtful.
So how does he say you should stay out of harm's way?
Okay, what happens if you are in a diner and get served coffee that's too hot? What would you do?
I'd just drink it.
Oh, and you'd get burnt as a result. What you need is an industrial thermometer. This bad boy can measure up to 100 degrees Celsius in 0.1 degree increments. It's like Dr. Johnson always says, wait for hot coffee to cool before drinking it. Oh, and the best temperature for perfect hot coffee is between 82 and 85.
Are you serious?
What? Of course I'm serious. Do you know how dangerous hot coffee can be? Do you? There have been lawsuits over it. Suits of law. It's like Dr. Johnson always says, you must approach every minor thing as though it is heart surgery, even if you know in your own heart that it truly is only minor.
Do you have notes on that pair in the very back row?
Of course I do.
What do they say?
Why should I tell you? I'm doing all this hard work for my own peace of mind. Not for you or yours. Understand? It's like Dr. Johnson always says, you must obtain your own peace of mind through your own hard work.
I'll work hard next time. Honestly, I will.
Just this once, then. It's like Dr. Johnson always says, keep your notes concise. Next time, you'll have to take notes yourself.
This really is just to achieve peace of mind?
Sounds like an accusation to me.
Well, your notes are very detailed. It sounds more like you're investigating something. Or someone. You really aren't planning anything?
I'm going to be putting a watch carefully by my notes on you.
Anyone else on your watch carefully list, then? I'd say you might watch yourself carefully, for example.
You've got some serious psychological issues, haven't you? How about I introduce you to Dr. Johnson?
Nothing looks out of place. The Metro M. That's the subway in DC. The Boston MBTA uses a T symbol, so this ticket was used in DC. A DC Metro ticket. Very interesting panda design. It's already used.
This is business class. I cannot let you through.
What if I push the point?
You'll find that I push back.
The way into business class has quite the guard dog. Moving a guard dog requires some bait. A disturbance should work. There's nothing here.
Oh my god! Dumbass! Oh my god!
Ah, the luggage is hitting it. That's what's making the window squeak.
Oh my! No, I will not. I can't take any more of this. You've heard
Every
it before, you know.
aircraft undergoes more than 100 rigorous checks before...
What? Are you saying these window noises are all in my head? Are you? Dumb fuck! I thought you were a nice gentleman.
Madam,
you think
I
I'm just
assure
some
you, I
complainer?
think nothing
Some
of the...
lawsuit seeker? Do you? This is completely unacceptable. Completely unacceptable! Show me your name tag. Show it to me! Employee number D-3582. I've burnt it into my forebrain. Once I'm home, yes, I am going to sue you. I have never been so mad in my life. But I'm just practicing what I preach.
As you wish,
Can't you understand that?
However, perhaps if we
Is there
change your
any way I
seat
can
feel,
talk to your manager?
I'm sure the sound
I've
of windows
been
would not
counting
annoy you in,
each
say,
and every
business class. The seats are very fluffy, too.
business. That's class.
It is, madam. I could show you to your seat.
One where I can't hear the windows.
No nasty window noises in business.
Well,
If you'll just allow me to explain the procedure for your upgrade.
I suppose that could be okay.
What the fuck?
In the instant I saw that big man, the scar on my forehead started to throb. It's never happened before. What's going on here?
That's one fashionable bag. Not bad for a gift from Washington, D.C. There's nothing here. There's nothing here. What evil might I find here?
The designs in business class are just as atrocious.
Why do you have a mannequin with you?
She is not a mannequin! How many times do I have to tell you? Look! She clearly has a seatbelt on. Oh, Suki, you have the perfect waistline. An unbelievably smooth skin. A human woman could never hope to achieve such perfection.
Sorry, but it isn't really art that I wanted to talk to you about.
So why are you bothering me? Art is the only thing that Suki and I have any interest in at all.
Are those sunglasses art?
Art that's about to happen, yes. this avant-garde style. I hate to say it, but time is moving fast. The era of retro and military is coming to an end. Finally. This is the cutting edge. This is avant-garde.
Do you remember the two sitting in the seats at the very back?
Whoever do you mean?
When you came and educated me about the seat covers? The two who were directly behind us.
I'm terribly sorry, but most of the time I only ever see Suki. I have no interest in anyone else, I assure you.
Where do you get the inspiration for your fashion designs? I find it hard to believe you come up with them while sober.
I don't get my inspiration from anywhere. It can arrive most violently, but it won't come to you by just sitting around and waiting. You have to desperately chase it down. Chase and chase like a dog gone wild. Even a mundane creature like you will understand. Eventually.
That's not really what I was asking.
Then you need to make yourself clearer.
I want to know about doping. Like, maybe your inspiration came from the use of certain drugs?
Doping? Drugs? You think I would cheat my way to the top? I don't need drugs! Why would I? I have Suki.
Let me ask you about something else then. Has that giant been on this flight since takeoff?
Giant? What giant? Are you sure you aren't the one doping?
So, this is the era of avant-garde?
That's not quite right. It is avant-garde. That difference is everything. You have to embrace it.
Okay.
I have to say, and stop me if you've heard this before, your choice in fashion is terrible. An affront to art itself. I never thought I'd meet a man who can walk around happily dressed like that.
Hey, it isn't that bad, right?
Oh, please. It's that bad. Looks like you don't even have the right clothes to go shopping for clothes.
No, go ahead. Tell me how you really feel.
I can't open my heart to those with no understanding of art. After all, spending unproductive time sullies my brain, damages my creativity.
I don't have a leg to stand on with this guy, but I also can't just pass him over. Not with a name that starts with a D.
You know, I'll give you a chance, though. Prove you can get with the dress code, and we may be able to chat. Just one item. Wear one single item that's cutting edge, and come see me again. Oh, my God!
Sounds like a real drag. I wonder if there's anything tucked away in my closet that might help.
I don't have time for this right now.
Are you eating okay?
You got any more details on the circumstances of the vanishing?
An aircraft bound for Boston was suddenly struck by lightning. It shook violently, throwing the inside into chaos. And after the courier tussled with the marshal and flight crew...
He suddenly vanished?
That's about the size of it.
Any chance he just jumped from the plane?
Well, it can't be completely ruled out. I mean, but if he did, there's no sign of his having done so. All flight paths have been checked between Boston and D.C. But we found no witnesses and not a trace of the courier. Unless he was just spirited away. I mean, there's no way we'd find nothing after 48 hours. I tell you, it's insane.
It's been 2 days since the lightning strike. So where's all the info?
People died during this one, including a John Doe. Just the kind of incident that airlines tend to keep mum. There's no info to sort through, because we're getting no info at all.
They're more interested in Blaine than they are human life.
Yeah, not to mention all the money.
Could the John Doe be the courier?
Nope.
You're positive?
Yep. The DNA samples don't match. He took some when he was arrested.
Fair enough. About this memento, you're sure it's okay to bring it to me?
Yeah, it was on the disposal list. Doesn't look like any family's coming for his stuff. His name was Derek Buchanan. So his name starts with a D, too.
Is this Marshall legit, then?
Of course, David. Why'd you even ask?
It's like penalties in hockey. Tripping, clipping, roughing. Remain aware of your surroundings, or you'll run into trouble somewhere.
Enough, man, all right? The Marshal was killed in the line of duty. Heroes who do everything for their country deserve only respect.
Been checking lobster stomachs, too?
Yeah, maybe we'll find bits of them down at Quincy Market. But let's say he did fall into the Atlantic and died. That's still really bad for us. I mean, this guy had evidence on D, the mastermind behind all this shit. Let's just hope that he isn't lobster chow.
So, this is where the detective who can search the past steps in.
That's right.
It's hardly the time to be playing like this.
It's still today until you go to bed. It said that everyone has 3 doppelgangers. More than 70% of the people in the world live on less than $3,000 a year.
Amanda. She seems to like it.